Okay. Heroic bystander saves man from being attacked by bikers.
Mayhem as a mob on bikes go after a driver.
Oh nah. If this is a state where it's legal to bear arms, it might be this would end differently.
Mayhem as a mob on bikes go after a driver. He's repeatedly punched and kicked.
Cause what are they doing?
Go after a driver. He's repeatedly punched and kicked.
Oh my God, bro.
But look, one brave young woman steps in to rescue him, all alone, as she leads him to safety. She even confronts the thugs, telling them to go home.
Confront those thugs.
Floored by her courage, they melt away. You can see the victim limping, helpless, as his car was ransacked.
These are kids. None of them are older than 20.
Oh nah, bruh.
Out of control
He got
mob
jumped by like 30 people and then robbed.
smashed the windshield and dented the hood. The chaos
And they fucked up his car.
erupted as
Jesus.
the driver tried to pass the cyclists, who he says were blocking an intersection. Someone threw a bottle at his car.
Wait, what happened?
The chaos erupted as the driver tried to pass the cyclists, who
Okay.
he says were blocking an intersection.
They was
Someone
blocking
threw
the
a bottle
intersection.
at his car. He got out to check for damage, and that's when he says all hell broke loose, and he was attacked.
Oh nah. He tried to go around the cyclists blocking the pathway. They threw some shit at his car. He got out to assess the damage, see if there was any damages, and then he gets jumped.
By a mob. The hero who stepped up is 26-year-old Jeanette Garcia. She told me how she disarmed a suspect who was about to bludgeon the driver.
It was a big metal tool. He was actually going towards him to hit him with that. I was able to snatch it.
You're 5'2", you must weigh 110 pounds, dripping wet. I mean, and you go into the danger to try to save this total stranger.
I didn't have no time to think. I just wanted to get him out.
The victim is 29-year-old Shilabek, an asylum seeker from Kyrgyzstan. He returned to the scene of the attack on crutches to thank Jeanette.
That's fucked up, man. They said he's an asylum seeker. I think that means he tried to come to the U.S. to seek a place to be where he's away from his country and he can be living safely. That man got jumped for trying to drive around some cyclists. That's tough.
For saving his life.
Thank you so much.
I'm happy to see that you're doing well.
What do you want to say to her?
Oh my gosh. She's really an angel.
Hey man, I guess if a group of 50 cyclists is throwing stuff at your car, don't get out. Leave the door locked. Hope they don't break the windows. 'Cause they're crazy. This is the second part of that case from the last weekly clips reaction from the last clips video. The woman was found guilty for shooting AJ Owens. Pretty sure that's what I was saying was probably gonna happen, because the explanation of what she said, it didn't sound like something that could happen accidentally, and yeah,
Hello and thanks for
she's
joining
been found guilty.
us. I'm Mary Kelly, in today for Deborah. We begin with a verdict in the trial of a neighborhood feud that turned deadly. On trial was the homeowner who was complaining about children playing near her house. After the mother of the kids went over to confront her, prosecutors say she was fatally shot right through the closed front door. Amber Cogliano reports.
We, the jury, find the defendant is guilty of manslaughter.
Guilty. The 60-year-old woman who opened fire through her front door and shot a neighbor dead is convicted of manslaughter. Relatives of the 35-year-old victim could be seen weeping in court as the verdict was read. The fatal shooting was the climax of a long-running dispute Susan Lorenz was having with her neighbor in Ocala, Florida, over children playing on her block.
Every time I turn around, The kids are always screaming and stuff.
Man, she really did all this because some kids were outside playing. There's no way.
Stuff like that. Someone's throwing stuff at this window.
When the victim, mother
Yeah, man. Whenever you're the neighborhood dickhead, people are gonna probably throw some stuff at your house.
of 4, A.J. Owens, knocked on Lorenz's front door, demanding to speak with her. Lorenz shot her through the door. She told cops she was acting in self-defense and didn't intend to kill anyone.
Was your goal to shoot and kill her?
No.
What was your goal?
To shoot and hopefully, she'd hear the shot and dissipate.
In a dramatic moment in the trial, the front door with a bullet hole was brought into court. The victim's mom
They brought the door to court? There's no way.
spoke out after the verdict.
My heart is a little lighter, and we're now on the path of true healing.
Lorenz was ordered jailed to await sentencing. The judge had these final words for her.
Thank you and good luck to you.
The defendant faces a maximum of 30 years in prison when she is sentenced.
Only 30 years? There's no way. But I guess at least the family has gotten some sort of closure. I don't know if they got exactly what they wanted, but they've gotten some type of closure in the legal system. Man who killed neighbor over dog poop lashes out at widow.
A grieving widow whose husband was shot to death in a neighborhood
What does that even mean?
dispute was in the process of making her victim impact statement when the convicted killer made an outburst in court that brought the proceedings to a standstill. Les Trent spoke to the widow today.
That's why I killed him.
It's as stunning a moment in court as you'll ever see. A widow is giving a heartbreaking victim's impact statement at the sentencing of her husband's killer.
I beg your honor, the harshest sentence imposed to the coward, the murderer.
Suddenly, the neighbor convicted of the killing let loose.
Pathetic coward was your husband.
Stability and sanity of an entire family.
Oh, no.
That's why I killed him.
That's insane.
Spectators gasped in horror as officers.
The pathetic coward was your husband, that's why I killed him. That's insane.
Struggled to hustle him out of the courtroom. Someone called out, "Burn in hell." His lawyer had this to say.
I cannot tell you whether he meant a word that came out of his mouth today.
Oh no, he meant every word of that.
Or if this was just anger and.
The defense is having a PR nightmare right now. It's over.
Frustration that boiled over.
Neighbors say 75-year-old Omar Rodriguez has been a menace for years. Police have logged more than 140 complaints about him. Rodriguez was found guilty of second-degree murder in May for shooting 52-year-old Jose Ray after a confrontation over his dog pooping in Rodriguez's yard in Miami. I spoke to the widow, Lizette Ray, and their daughter, Rebecca.
A highly emotional time for you to be reading that and then to have this outburst. What's going through your head?
What I know was going through my head was he wasn't going to take this opportunity away from me and direct all the attention to him. He showed who he is now for the entire world to see. We finally got to hear his voice. Not that we want to hear it, but you can hear in his voice what a monster he is.
That's why I killed him.
The defendant was sentenced to 25 years to life. He won't be eligible.
Yeah, I hope they give him the maximum extent of that.
For parole until the year 2049 when he'll turn 100 if he lives that long.
But I didn't find out, like, over dog poop. Did the dog, like, poop on his yard or something? That's what I would assume. That's insane. Brave 8-year-old girl fights off would-be robber with baseball bat.
A brazen thug is about.
Oh. Okay.
A brazen thug is about to rob this liquor store, but he's got no idea what's about to happen. A tense tussle ensues.
Oh, the cashier went crazy.
This liquor store, but he's got no idea what's about to happen. A tense tussle ensues.
Did he have a gun or what? How did he get behind the counter? And this dude in this situation from this?
No idea what's about to happen.
How did they get to that from this?
A tense tussle ensues. And then a huge surprise. An unexpected hero shows up. The owner's 8-year-old daughter. The girl grabs
Oh no. I see where the swing is going.
this baseball bat, clenching it tightly inside her tiny fists. Then she pummels him blow after blow before he flees the store. The little girl gave a play-by-play when she watched herself in the surveillance video.
Look at me, I'm coming to the rescue. I missed a couple times.
Oh yeah.
The 8-year-old's amazing courage has turned her into a sensation, making headlines around the world. We spoke with her proud dad, Leo.
Were you surprised by the way she stepped into action?
This is the bat, and it's really heavy.
That was a metal bat? I thought it looked like a wood bat in there.
I mean, it's like a heavy bat. It's not
that boy was getting fucked up by that.
for them, so I don't know how she can handle it.
The 37-year-old suspect was quickly arrested after fleeing the store in Maplewood, Minnesota.
Look at me, I'm coming to the rescue.
The suspect appeared in court today and was charged with aggravated attempted robbery.
Middle school teacher saves teen from SA in East Houston.
On KHOU 11 News tonight, we are hearing from a Good Samaritan who helped save a teenager from being sexually assaulted. Investigators say the victim was followed after getting off a public bus. Anieli Ruiz has the hero story and the ongoing search for the attacker in East Harris County tonight. Anieli.
Nah, people dead I think that's something that people do. They'll follow the school bus and wait for people to get off and try to kidnap them. It's fucked up, but I think that's literally something that happens.
Well, guys, this man is a hero. He tells us he didn't think twice to actually jump into action and try to help this young girl. But he also tells us this isn't the first time he's had to do something like this.
Wait for her.
It's dramatic video of David jumping.
Wait. She got off the school bus? What time is it?
Out of his.
Wait. I gotta rewind to hear what was happening.
Sexually assaulted. Investigators say the victim was followed after getting off a public bus.
Oh, it was a public bus.
He said he heard a young girl yelling for help.
I looked out the window and I saw a man beating up a woman on the ground, and he was trying to take her clothes off.
David tells me he didn't think.
Public bus. Anybody can be on a public bus.
Twice to go and get his gun.
I ran upstairs, I grabbed my pistol, and then I came outside and I asked what's going on. And the girl screamed, "I'm 15, help me." So I pointed my gun at him.
We've paused the surveillance video to prevent from showing the 15-year-old victim, but you can hear and see when David confronts the suspect. David said he had the young girl by the hair.
W Naked Press.
Took his hands off her right away, and he went chasing after her, so I went chasing after him, and she got away. She went to someone she knew apartment.
One neighbor tells us what she saw from her window.
At first I was scared because I literally thought she was about to get raped. I think if he didn't come out, she probably would have got raped or something.
Harris County Sheriff investigators shared this picture of the suspect. They tell us the 15-year-old girl was on the bus with him. She got off the bus stop and he followed her across the street and into this complex. One neighbor who knows the teen told us she was heading to see a friend, and inside the apartment complex, that's when the suspect attacked her.
You're willing to do this where everybody is and people can actually see what you're doing. That makes me wonder, A, is this your first time? B, we need to get you off the street.
It's almost guaranteed that it's not his first time. It's probably just his first time getting caught.
Before you continue to hurt young girls again.
And this local middle school teacher turned hero.
With that, I take my hat off to you.
David says he just did the right thing.
I was scared too, I'm not gonna lie. But she needed help more than I was afraid, so I had to do it.
Hey man, W middle school teacher, he came outside. He didn't know what was going on. Grabbed the blick and saved her from possibly anything happening.
Now, if you have any information, you're told to contact Harris County Sheriff's Office investigators or...
Somebody definitely knows who that was, bro. And that's the crazy part. Rare deep sea dwelling oarfish washes up near San Diego.
Oh my God. It was a lucky find, just not for the...
What is that?
It was a lucky find, just not for the fish. Some kayakers in La Jolla came across this. It's an oarfish, and the University of San Diego
I ain't never seen one of those.
Says it's a rarely seen deep sea dweller. In fact, they say only 20 oarfish have washed up since 1901.
It looks so weird. There's like tassels or something on the side.
Reportedly live so far deep in the water
Precious.
that light doesn't reach them. It was found dead, floating in the water, but scientists still wanted it. The fish was about 12 feet long. It took a group of people
That's a
to
long
get it
fish.
back to shore and load it onto a pickup truck, where it will be transported to a facility run by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. A necropsy will be performed to figure out how it died. Then it will be kept in the Scripps Marine Vertebrae Collection along with other deep-sea creatures. For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Mara Montalbano.
Man, who knows what's in our ocean? There could be literally anything down there. There could even be aliens down there. We would never know because we've only explored like 10% of it.